it and a he. It's both a force and an energy, and it's also a person. So it's embodied in a person. Who that is exactly, I don't know. Is it the angels who work for God and keep an eye on what goes on politically? I don't know. People have, it doesn't matter. What it really matters is that we're aware of the abomination of desolation, standing where he ought not to, Mark 13:14. The restraining force that's holding that back until the restrainer is taken out of the way is probably the best way of doing that. When that restraining force person, I'll tell you what it isn't. It's not the church being raptured to heaven in a pre-tribulation rapture. That's absolutely not true. That has been suggested. The Holy Spirit is removed from the earth. No. The Holy Spirit doesn't get removed from the earth. Whatever this is, it's a person, it's an angel, it's some political force. I don't know. If somebody's got a clear idea, let us know. But then he says that wicked one, the Antichrist, as you said it, the beast, the single beast of Revelation 13, will appear on the scene. And he's the Antichrist of 1 John 2:1, the single Antichrist. There we must mention that Paul did not deny, rather John did not deny a single Antichrist. He said, you've heard that Antichrist is coming. He didn't say it was wrong. They all knew that. But let me tell you something else. The spirit of Antichrist is already at work. But something is restraining it and holding it back. World affairs, I don't know if somebody's got a clear idea on that. Let's hear about it. But it's both a force and a person in some way. That's the best I can do with that. I don't know. Very important to notice that Jesus is going to destroy this lawless person at his parousia. That means that this person could not be living in the first century, by the way. Any idea that this was Titus or Nero is completely mistaken, because this person will be destroyed at the second coming and therefore has to be living a reasonable number of years before the second coming. Whether he's alive now or not, I do not know. We should watch carefully. Also, the temple building in Israel, we should watch carefully. And then, as Jesus said, when you see the abomination of desolation standing where he, masculine pronoun, ought not to, then if you're in Israel, head for the hills, flee. This is coming, then is coming the Great Tribulation, which is Daniel 12:1 equals Matthew 24:21. Immediately following that Great Tribulation, in those days after that, I'm tempted to say with my fake Southern accent, after that, it could not have been made clearer. But it's in the area of prophecy that people are not listening well. They've been told all sorts of systems that contradict Jesus. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, Jesus said, Matthew's report, the sun will be darkened, cosmic signs, and then they'll see the Son of Man coming at his parousia. This is the greatest event in human history. And people say, I don't do prophecy. What? That's 1/10 of the whole of Jesus' teaching. We better do prophecy. If you want the mind of Christ, you better involve yourself with all of these fascinating issues of prophecy.